The urban stealth campervan, man. You know it makes sense. A conspiracy-free zone.
Hello. Just doing a bit of van life and maintenance. I haven't really touched the van really, the odd night here and there in it. But I think it's time to sort of check oil and water levels and a bit of a blast through the old WD-40 on the door hinges because they're getting a bit creaky, let alone the mattress. Right, so I've done the inside today, so that was pretty decent. Do you know, I got that done crack of dawn. So I'll show you the inside for now. I'm just on a back street road, right, because I'm trying to get into a petrol station. There's a couple of petrol stations around here, but there's only one with a jet wash, and the queue is going down the road. So I've parked up here for a little pit stop. All the inside is spick and span, so I'll show you that. I'll show you some of its features. Yep, nice and clean. I've cleaned the sheets. I've not cleaned that. That's only like a throw. I sit on that rather than dirty up the bed. Yeah, so the van's nice and clean. Emptied the bin. Bought the bloody wrong water again. I bought that spring bloody water, which gets some, you know, it makes a change, but not when you make a cup of tea. Just a quick guided tour. Probably everyone's probably seen my van about a million times, but for the people that haven't, just a quick look about. That's an August TV, spot on if you're thinking about getting one. I don't know what digits go after it, probably August, September, October. No, it's an August TV. Oh, that might say on the remote control, if you can pause that, even though it's upside down. Yeah, so that works spot on. What have I got down there? I've got a little inverter. I think it's only about 200, 300 watts, something like that. Mobile Wi-Fi. I think that's, yes, EE. This is brilliant. This old, it recharges on. I plug it into there, and it's fully charged now. But yeah, when the sun's out, I usually charge all my bits I need to do. Yeah. My little voltmeter and other bits and pieces there. Let me get in for a minute. God almighty. Oh yeah, diesel heater, which was donated to me, which is a game changer. But enough said about it. Well, let's get in. Oh my days. Well, let me get in for a minute. Sorry about that shaky camera, but what can you do? Right, turn some lights on. Well, I hope this is not too dark. I want to turn another light on, that'll help. Right, yeah, cooking facilities. There's a little sink under there. Let me just show. Well, I'll show you in a sec. Well, cooking facilities, I can do, you know, basic food and make a cup of tea and all that sort of stuff. Solar controller. I wired it up. Don't really understand what it does, but it seems to be doing something. Skylight, which is a must. A bit of fresh air. Someone said to me as well, how many, you know, you've only got one way in. On the old build, there was only this door I could open. But now, push comes to shove, I can open them back doors. And also got the handle just there. Or was it? Yeah, just there. To open that side door. So there's 3 possible ways of getting out. So, which is still like a game of Twister because I'm not exactly a slim bloke, you know what I mean? So getting down this little runway in the middle of the night in my undercrackers, if there was an emergency, would still be funny for some, but not for me. Little fire extinguisher. I've had that about 2-3 years. I don't know if they run out of date. Little first aid kit. It's probably got 1 plaster. Probably a Super Ted plaster, but you know, what can you do? Well, see, that's about it in here, really. I mean, oh yeah. Little video cameras, which is a must. They work. Yep. Little video cameras. Still got the other 2 to put on, but I just two. I've got 4 to go on. I've got 2 on, but they're brilliant, crystal clear. And then it comes with a little remote control as well, so you can. What's that kind of like? Glue's come out of it. Yeah, so they're pretty good. Well, not pretty good, they're bloody good. Saved me, because I tell you what, bumps in the night sort of freak you out when you're in the back of it, in the van. So to put the camera on is brilliant. Little carbon monoxide meter. Yeah, let me show you the sink while I'm here. Oops, that's where I keep bits and pieces under there. And yeah, just take that off, and then there's a little container underneath which has got a screw cap on it so it catches all the water. Also, there would be a mess, and I can't have that. Right, so comfortable bed, too many pillars. When the charity shops are open on this, you know, if they were any good, I'd buy a pillar, but OTT with the pillars now. But you know, what can you do? I've got a little shower head behind now which connects to the water supply, and it drains off into the same drainage as the sink. And I usually fill it with, I usually boil some water. It's usually like one and a half of those, or just one of those, and some cold water from the petrol station, and you can have a decent shower. I've got shower curtains that go over the back. And I don't usually just go to an industrial estate to like have a shower and that, but you know, somewhere it's private. You know, you don't want to be getting your speedos out in the public. You know, you wouldn't last 5 minutes, would you? That's about it, really. Little window here, which opens, so I've got some circulating air from this window and from that skylight, which is pretty good. Man-made curtains, which are rubbish, I know, but it does the job, sort of. Right, I'll turn you around to me lovely face. And that's probably about as much as I can show you. It's a tiny little van, but my point is, didn't cost much to do. It's all insulated. All the walls are insulated. It's got boards, and then it's not done right. You know, you're meant to have that shielding and all that. It's just loads of insulation behind it. But because it's such a small space, it works well. I've got blackout blinds here, blackout curtains. Doesn't let any light through at all. Apart from these little gaps here, which I stuff with my tea towels, you know. But apart from that, it works. It does work well. There's my little control knob for my heating. I turn that on, and then under these mounds of pillows, there's the heating control panel, and I can sort of turn it off and up the temperature and lower it, you know, if it needs to be lowered or upped. Yeah, that's about it. A little bit of carpet there, a little bit of laminate flooring there. Just, you know, when you get out of bed, it's nice to put your feet on a bit of carpet. Even though it's only about a foot of carpet, it's nice to rather than put your feet on cold laminate. And it looks alright. I think so anyway. I think so. Right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Maybe when I've cleaned the bloody van, if I can get in there. Alright, I'll see you in a sec. Right, I've cleaned the van the best I could, right? There was just so many people waiting. I just felt really under pressure. It's like people giving me daggers, you know, but what can you do? Well, I've cleaned it. I've missed loads of it, but it's better than what it was. But what I have noticed, though, I don't know if that I picked that up on the camera, all that, is it like lacquer coming off? Or top coat, or whatever they call it? This don't look too clever, does it? I don't know if you can see all that, if that's picking it up. Don't know if that picked that up on camera, but yeah, it makes it look a bit scruffy now. Might have to sort of jazz it up a bit. I don't know. That is plastic, isn't it? Is it plastic? Yeah, that bit's plastic. So that bit's carbon fibre, obviously, because it's such an expensive van.